Hello there. Hello there indeed, everyone. It is I, your Star Wars dad. I'm here with my 3-week update on free-to-play farming in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 2023. And the very first thing you'll see top left there, Bad T 101, your name, not mine, is we're at level 58. So I look back at it. I'm going to start keeping a tracking log. After 1 week, we were at level 44. So 1 week, level 44. After 2 weeks, level 51. After 3 weeks, level 58. So what's 58 minus 44? It's 14. Basically, since level 44, we've been hitting 1 level a day consistently for a couple of weeks. I think that's about to slow down. Probably will come back for week 4. At 4 weeks in, I bet we'll be at level like 63, maybe 64, like 5 or 6 levels in the next week. We'll see how that goes. Tune in next time to see. So how is the account doing? Well, I've got a really nice Imperial Trooper team running right now. You can see, well, let's start with the ships. I've got some ships farmed. I can't really do anything with them yet. You see, I did upgrade the Executrix to level 47. One thing I'm learning from being in my Hyperdrive account is in a fleet arena that's about almost 6 months old now. And there are still fleets at the top that are able to get in the top 10, top 5. It's like a Tarkin fleet with the TIE Fighter, Darth Vader, and the TIE Bomber, and then like the Gauntlet coming in, or Gauntlet actually in the starting lineup. There are fleets you can put out there. You can put the Executor ships with Tarkin or with Home 1, and you actually can put together a fleet that can climb for you in Fleet Arena 5-6 months into the game. So that's something to take note of, that if you want to farm for Executor, you can do it, and you can use those fleets with another those ships with another capital ship until you get them. So just take note of that. I don't really have a picture of it. You guys can see on my Hyperdrive account next time I'm available, or I come on do a fleet climb or something. So, but it is out there. We'll talk more about that as we go along on this account. You can see that I have, well, I'm going to call this 2 7-star characters. I just need Tarkin here. I got to level 58. I didn't upgrade him. I just need Tarkin here to today. I'll be able to get that today. I don't have the right. Let me check and make sure. I'm very sure that, yeah, I have 300 currency in Squad Arena. Now, I will say this. I got in at the back end of a Squad Arena. These Squad Arenas load up. There's actually Discord. I don't have it on me. I don't know where it is, but there's a Discord out there where you can actually track when new Fleet Arena or new Squad Arenas start. You can get it at the very beginning of those when you hit the level, whatever the level, 24 for, don't quote me on this, 24 and like 60 for Fleet Arena. If you get at the beginning of it, you're a lot better off. You won't have to climb all the way through all sorts of people with bad lineups. You'll get a lot more currency. But this is me coming in the low end of the Squad Arena. I'll have my second 7-star today, later today, from Grand Moff Tarkin. My first one, of course, was Geo Soldier. Where is that bad boy? The Cantina Farm was first, 7-star. I had that last time. How are my other stars looking on stuff? Well, I got a Cantina Farm going at the top for Geo Spy. I'll get him to 7 stars next from Cantina. Boba Fett, you see, is, that's also in the Cantina. I've only been able to do refreshes now like twice a week. Otherwise, I can't really do any Cantina refreshes. So I'll probably get to that. It'll probably take me another week. I think when I come back for 4 weeks, I should have Boba Fett at 7 stars or close to it. I just need to get him 5 more times in the Cantina shop. Colonel Stark will definitely be at 7 stars when I come back for week 4, because I get him from the guild, not the guild event store, but the guild currency store. And I got a couple raids running today that are going to give me, I mean, look at this. I've got the Rancor, Heroic Rancor, and Heroic AAT going today. That right there is probably going to give me enough currency to unlock, where is it? Here we go. Unlock Colonel Stark here. I need 7 more runs of this. That's 2,800 plus like 3,100. I might need a little more, but yeah, I'm going to have enough currency. Colonel Stark will be 7 stars next week. Maybe Boba Fett, it's going to be close. Let me get to my regular energy farm. See at the top, Bastila Shan. I've got her 11 stars. Mission and Zalbar are 11 stars. I got her at 2 stars, 11 shards to 3 stars. Mission and Zalbar up there. I'm actually, yeah, I got Mission and Zalbar unlocked before Bastila. The rest of these are just regular energy. They take longer than those Cantina farms or the shop farms, right? So Dark Trooper, Veers, Anakin. Veers is somebody I could catch in a bronze game, and I haven't yet. I'd love to do that. I'd love to catch Veers or Boba Fett today before I have to go spend that stuff on him. You can see where I'm on the rest of the dead. Most of them are at 4 stars. I got a lot of 4-star characters, a few 3-star. You might wonder about Iden Versio. He doesn't really fit into any of my stuff right now. If you pull up my Imperial Troopers, and the Imperial Troopers right now is my main team. My main team is these Imperial Troopers. It's Veers with no Zeta, Stark, Dark Trooper, and Gideon. And Gideon goes first always. He's the fastest. Iden Versio is a trooper. I don't really put her on the team. She's better off leading a team with no other leaders. I have nobody else farm, but guess what, guys? Iden Versio, her node also gives me this guy, Vulture Droid. Vulture Droid is integral, important, super important to being very early on your fleet. He's going to come in as a reinforcement. He's going to put blind and buzz droids and everybody. This is a very important early, and he's a late game. You know, he goes with malevolence too. Whatever. It goes with malevolence too. So this is something I'm farming early to bring in as a reinforcement on my first fleet arena climb, which is going to be here in a couple of days. I'm at level 58. Fleets open at level 60. Let's go take a look at that here real quick. I'm very close to ships. Level 60. So I'm very close to getting that open, and we'll see what that consists of. I might come on here and show day 1 of that fleet climb. That might be one of these intermittent videos. The kind of intermittent ones I've done so far. I did a mods one. I did one on sim tickets. The sim tickets just go away. It's a way for them to break you into spending a little bit of money on the game. That's all. What else is going on here? I've got a nice little Jedi team. See Anakin. You see all my gear 7s are purple there. I can't go to gear 8 yet. If you look at Boba Fett. So Boba Fett is the perfect example. I gotta get him to level 59 before I can go to gear 8. Well, I mean, I only need one more level on him, and I'll be able to get him to gear 8. I'm not using him in my main team right now, but you can see I've taken the time to level him up. I'm going to say it again. It's for credit heist. If I got big old Boba Fett, he can run the credit heist on his own no matter who's around him. So it's really important to get to, every time I get a credit in the heist node unlocked, that I max it out every single time. So Boba Fett is important, and I'm going to be doing Executor. You know, one of my early farms will be Executor, so you know, Boba Fett's is just super important. So on to let's talk about something. Let's talk about Galactic War. So until I got to like level 51, 52, 53, somewhere in the early 50s, I was having trouble completing it. But as soon as I got my Imperial Troopers up, and as soon as I unlocked Bast Lashan and used her with Jedi Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Jedi Counselor, who I'm not upgrading. I don't want to spend any more gear on Jedi Counselor if I don't have to. As soon as I did that, I've been completing Galactic War every single day. Early on it was challenging, but right now it's just being done every day. And actually, I'm getting through almost exclusively with my Imperial Troopers. My Imperial Troopers have just been bombing everybody, and a big part of that is Dark Trooper, just laying the smackdown. And I've got Tarkin in that team, so the team consists of Veers, Dark Trooper, Moff Gideon, Colonel Stark, and Grand Moff Tarkin. That's my early Squad Arena team. It's my Galactic War team. It's the team I use in the mod nodes. It's the team I use most generally speaking. I use it in the dark side nodes when I have to. My light side squad is that Bastila Jedi squad. So those are the two squads I've developed early. A Bastila Jedi squad and an Imperial Trooper squad. And those are going to serve me well as I go forward in the game. So that's really everything that's going on with the account. Let's talk about goals and what I'm working toward. The more and more that I look at things, I really believe this, and I've been talking about the Revans a lot lately. I think that Jedi Knight Revan is a very, especially for free to play specifically. Pay to play is a different thing, but for a free to play person, this Jedi Knight Revan squad and the Imperial Troopers are the two like end game squads that I want to do first. I want to get these things leveled up. Why Jedi Knight Revan? Because I'm already farming 3 of these characters. You see that? I'm going to farm T3, M4, and Cantina nodes. As soon as I finish Spy, my next farm is going to be T3, M4. And then I'm going to have Jolie Bindo. That is the Armorer. I'll have Jolie Bindo's open up here shortly. He is in... Where is he? Dark Side 6D. Now, what do I got to do to get to Dark Side 6? Let's go take a look, and then I'll start farming that every single day. We'll talk about how long it's going to take me. Dark Side 6 requires level 59. So, as soon as I hit level 59, which is going to be tomorrow morning, probably. Tomorrow, I'll probably hit level 59. and I will start farming Jolie Bindo shards. So right now, I am farming on regular nodes. I'm farming Basilishan every day, and then you get Zalbar and Mission on the same node every day. I just farmed a guide on this, guys. Go look at the guide. T3 will be after that, and Jolie Bindo. Let's talk about Jolie Bindo. If I'm going from 0 to 330, and I'm getting 3 shards a day, it's about 100 days, 110 days, something like that. And if I'm on day right now about 21 days, I probably won't get him to 7 stars until a couple weeks after I've gotten to level 85 would be my guess. But as soon as I get him to 7 stars, I should have enough gear levels on all these guys to unlock Jedi Knight Revan like a couple weeks after I get to level 85. If I get lucky, maybe I get him earlier. I could double up the nodes, but that costs me crystals, and crystals are super important right now. So I just think this is a really great early game farm. The other great early game farm, and I told you about it already, is the Imperial Troopers. Imperial Troopers are the end game farm. Before we do that, guys, get your bounty hunt. You got to get bounty hunters. You got to farm. I've only got 3 right now. Bosk is unfarmable for me right now. He's on 9, level 9 or 8. Where is he? 9B, so I can't get him yet. What this will be is I'm farming these 3 guys right now every single day. I'll be farming Bosk when I get to him, and I'm going to farm Jango Fett when I get to him. That's my initial farms. I will need to get IG and Dengar and Cad Bane for the push for Executor, but that'll come later. I'm not farming Cad Bane right now because he's in the Galactic War Store. And I don't know if you remember or not, but I told you, in the Galactic War Store, I am saving all of my currency. I have 15,000 currency. In a couple of days, I'll be at level 60. Ships will open for me, and I will start farming the Geo ships in here. Geo Soldier, Geo Spy, occasionally Sunpack in here. Sunpack will also show up in this Fleet Arena store when it opens up. That's where I'll get his ship more often, and it's in one of the early fleet nodes, like 2 or 2B. So those are the early ships I'm going to be farming. Get that Geo fleet up and running with Tarkin's Executrix. That's going to be my first early fleet that I've got, along with that the Vulture Droid that I show you. So I'm saving all that currency right now to farm those Geo ships in the Galactic War Store. I could be spending it on Cad Bane. I like Cad Bane a lot. He's really important in the game, especially when you look at the Executor. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on that. So let's look at the other team I got right now. We can look at my Jedi team. The Jedi team is important, and let's talk about one thing for that. When we do get Jedi Knight Revan up, I'm gonna need Yoda, and I'll have 5 Jedi at 7 stars. I mean, I'm farming Anakin Anakin's a required farm. Jedi Anakin's a required farm. Ahsoka, once I finish Boba Fett in the Cantina store, Ahsoka is next. So I'll take a few weeks and get her up to 7 stars as well. So I'll have Basilishan, Jedi Anakin, Ahsoka, Jolie Bindo, and then should be able to get Mace Windu up to 7 stars relatively easily in the Squad Arena store as well. Those will be my 5 Jedi to go get. Jedi Master Yoda, flip him in there with the Jedi Knight Revan team. Take a look at my other meta team that I'm talking about here early on. These troopers, I'm telling you, they're carrying me through everything. You can see I've started to farm Piet. He's available in Lightside 6B. I've got that open just a few days ago, so I'm farming Piet every day now. He will take the place of me putting, right now I've got Tarkin in this team, so he will take the place of Tarkin pretty much immediately. If I get him up to like gear 6, maybe even gear 7, I'm going to pop him in there immediately in place of Tarkin. He is that much better, and this team will really rock and roll with Piet on the team. And I'm even debating, I don't know, this might be stupid. I'm even debating, with this being my main team, getting Veers Zeta before I do Merciless Massacre. Don't shoot the messenger! I'm actually the guy, but, you know, calm down. I don't know. Just saying it out loud. It's just a thought. You know, when you're on the internet, sometimes you think through things out loud. It doesn't mean everything I say is going to come true or is the truth. It's a diverse community of people with different opinions. All right, we'll see. We'll see what I do when that opportunity presents itself. Let's have one more discussion. And let's talk about Executor. Fleet Arena is really, really, really important. Fleet Arena is where you get your daily crystals prior to climbing or getting Grand Arena open. Before I get Grand Arena open, I'll be getting crystals out of Fleet Arena. I'm probably going to start very low. I started very low in Squad Arena. I'll probably be down to 10, 15,000 range. So I'll have to climb up early on. The best way and the fastest way to ensure your way to the top of Fleet Arena is to farm the Executor. But hold on, you are free to play. This is a free to play account. The Executor farm, if we look at, let's say I went straight after it and really didn't focus on anything else. This right here, this TIE Bomber, we're talking 1.5 shards a day. Maybe, let's say it's 2 shards a day. What's 330 divided by 2? It is 165. It's 165 days to get TIE Bomber to 7 stars where I need it to unlock Executor. You can say the same thing for, where is the TIE Fighter available? I don't remember where, that's actually in fleet nodes, yeah. Say the same thing for TIE Fighter. I'm not even there yet. I'm not even there yet. I can't even unlock, can I do the TIE Bomber yet? Let me take a look at that. Let me take a look at that. We said 145 days, right? I'd say it's more like 155 days. Actually, yes. So I am actually doing this node. You can see I got a few shards here of Queel. I am actually doing this node. I think you should do this node right away anyway. But let's say it's 155 days to farm it. I was already like 20 days in when I saw 175 days. You're talking 6 months. It's 6 months to get this. But that's the easy part of it. Getting characters like where's it here? Vader Relic 7, Piet Relic 8, Boba Fett Relic 8, Dengar, IG-88, Boss, TIE Fighter, Pilot. Getting all those guys to the relic levels you need, plus farming these ships and Razor Crest as a free-to-play player, you're looking at 9 months, 9 to 10 months. And I just told you a little while ago, guys, that on my Nooch 2 Hyper account, I've got fleets that are getting in top 5 every day that are Tarkin, the Executrix, and the ships that are being used are Empire ships. The ships being used are, the starting lineup is TIE Bomber, and then Darth Vader's ship, right down to the TIE Advanced. The Gauntlet Starfighter right there is in the starting lineup. TIE Fighter is a reinforcement. Now here's one trade-off. TIE Defender you will not be able to get into your lineup right now. It'll be farmable down the road. If you weren't here for the event, you can't just get it. But you can mix in other ships as well. You can put some Geo ships as reinforcements, Geo Spy, Sunfag. There's other ships you can do for reinforcement. You can actually have an Executrix getting in the top 10, getting in top 5 of Fleet Arena, even at 5 to 6 months, because we've only, at 5 months, in my Fleet Shard, on my Hyperdrive account, where I did not drop in at the high levels of that. I was in the, I don't know, I was like the 7,000 to 8,000 range. 5 months in, we've only got 1 Executor in that Fleet Shard. And well, he's also got the profundity, by the way. Nobody's touching this guy. He spent a bunch of money on it. But you can get to 6 months in with other. You can also use the Executrix, as I mentioned earlier. I see this fleet also with the Houndstooth, IG-2000, Xanadu Blood, Slave 1, Razor Crest. If you get these ships unlocked with their characters, you can use these to climb to the top 5. If you get in the top 5 of Fleet Arena, you're getting at least 300 crystals a day. If you get in the top 10, it's 200 crystals a day. And that stuff accelerates your farms and makes your life a lot better in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So there are alternatives to fighting with Executor. You can farm other ships. I saw Home One leading that bounty hunter fleet as well. The Geo ships with Executrix does fade a little bit over time. It'll probably still get you in the top 20, but it's not going to get you that top 10 5 months down the road. But you can start farming those other bounty hunter ships along the way, or the Empire ships too. I think you should be farming the bounty hunter ships, because I do think you should focus on Executor. Yeah, Executor. Now, why did I have that whole discussion? Because of Jedi Knight Revan. On my Hyperdrive account, I'm not going for Jedi Knight Revan first. I'm going for the Executor first. I'm spending some money on that account. I'm refreshing my crystals with cash. I'm making sure that account always has crystals to refresh everything. On a free-to-play account, guys, on a free-to-play account, I refresh my regular energy every day, 3 times. I do this Cantina energy. I think I've done it twice in the last week with just some extra crystals I got along there. Or when I build up enough crystals, when I get to like 380, 370, 360, then I feel comfortable doing it. Anything below that, I'm not doing it. I will start getting more crystals here at level 60, like I just talked about. Mods, until I get those to the max mod set, I'm not even gonna consider refreshing those. I need some 5-star characters to get these mods. When I get 5-star characters, I'm gonna get a bunch of health mods in this account. It's gonna be maybe 5 dot mods. I won't have the credits to upgrade them all, but I'll have them. So, what I'm saying is, the Executor farm's going to be slower. There are some alternatives to the high levels of Fleet Arena early. I think you should farm those bounty hunter ships, get him in there with the Executrix, which is Tarkin's ship, and see how far you can climb with those. Get those characters, you know, geared up, leveled up for the bounty hunters along the way. But I feel like I've got room in there, since it's going to be a longer farm for me to get Executor. I've got a little room in there for me to go get another meta team in Jedi Knight Revan. It's a pretty low-hanging fruit. I've only got 4 farms in here. Bastila, Mission, and Zalbar is the same farm. Jolie Bindo, T3 and 4. That's just 4 nodes I got to farm every day to get this done at about the 120 day mark with Gear 8, Gear 9 characters. So that's why I'm going to go for Jedi Knight Revan, Imperial Troopers, Bounty Hunters, a Jedi Squad. And then I think also something I'm going to do down the road, this will be the last thing we talk about, and then I'll let you go, I promise. Something that I'm going to do down the road here, as I get into, where are we here? The Squad Arena shop. My first character here is obviously Grand Moff Tarkin, right? I guess I've chosen this. I've got CLS. I don't know, I've got Princess Leia highlighted there. I have the Profanity pick. Anyway, alright, I'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it. I always say that's nice. So, Grand Moff Tarkin is first. And I'm going to have to finish off Mace Windu like I mentioned earlier so I can go get Yoda, right? Because as I look through here, who's left for me to farm early on? Well, maybe Newt is a really good farm earlier on. Just go to get Padme, get a nice Separatist team. But I think my third farm in here will be this fella, SWGOH Press. And when I look at early game Omicrons, SWGOH Press, because that get 1 energy, I'm not even able to play in Territory Battles Territory War to level 65. But I can farm SWGOH Press right now. And when I look at Omicrons, the 2 that I think of for very early game that would be perfect, but 3, let's get it 3, let's say 3, for very early game would be perfect, are SWGOH Press, Iden Versio, who I've got here, but I don't have any other troopers to back her up. I don't see myself farming those other troopers along the way. I might. You can get the Stormtrooper in the Cantina shop. You can get Magma Trooper in the Galactic War Store. I feel like there's another trooper I can get somewhere that would balance it out, but I don't know if I'm going to take the time to do that because it's 5 characters. SWGOH Press is 1 character I can get, makes a whole team, and another option for me, be Qui-Gon Jinn's. Take a look at where Qui-Gon Jinn is. He's right here in Cantina Battles. So I'm going to finish Boba Fett. I'm going to finish Ahsoka. And look who's kind of dangling down there for me. Qui-Gon Jinn. So I think that I'm either going to make my first Omicron, Qui-Gon Jinn, or SWGOH Press, depending on how far advanced Anakin is, because he goes with Qui-Gon Jinn, or how far advanced SWGOH Press is. Those are basically a 1-person team and a 2-person team. I can farm very easily. I'll just have to spend an Omicron. It'll take me a minute to get an Omicron. I get it. But hey, I got 400. Let's go ahead and grab this Boba Fett. I know I had it. Congratulations to me. Well, there you go, guys. That's everything that's going on with the account. Those are the directions I'm taking the account. The troopers, the Jedi, the bounty hunters, and then the Omicron team. And I said something else, and I don't remember what it is. The Geos will be there as well. That's the account. Hopefully this helps you. This is week 3. I'll be back for week 4 with another update. Let me know how your free-to-play farm is going. I am looking to down the road. I'm gonna turn this into a free-to-play farming guide, but I want to play it for another couple months before I even think about doing that. Everybody, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.